What's going on, y'all? Man, you know what happened with that Helldivers 2 video I did yesterday. It ended up doing pretty good. Thank you all for the support. But you know, the pony's got to come in here. You guys know how that works. So Pedro says, and yes, guys, this is mainly about this because I'm like 29 replies. Okay, what the hell's going on this thread, right? Let's zoom in a little bit for y'all. 600K is not good enough. You got to remember, pony, sit down. It hit over 15 million on PlayStation and PC. It needs to at least, I know what you meant to say, sell 2 million on Xbox. Don't think 1 million is enough, especially when you consider this is their type of game. Pedro. It literally does not, no. Hold on. First off, bro, remember this right here. Helldivers 2 reaches highest ever player count since launch after Halo DLC. So Microsoft joining in with the Halo DLC made this also attractive to the PC player base and even the people on PlayStation. More people were playing in general. It helped in a lot of other ways rather than just the 600K they did. I'm pretty sure it sold more by then. That's a huge addition for a live service game that's coming to another platform later on. Usually it's hard to do that. But yeah, man, 1 million would be huge. 2 million, you're kind of making it a little bit more demanding, but you should overall be happy as a PlayStation gamer. The Helldivers has that many more people in a Halo crossover in it. That just makes the game more epic. You know what I mean? I told you before, it's just like if I'm doing anything and I open up a casino and I tell people, you're bringing that many people to me now, we're going to expand out the operation and it's going to be that more lively. I'm all for it, right? Not for people saying, man, I don't want y'all coming here, man. Get your ass out my casino, man. We're getting all these new people in there. You sitting over here doing that? Yeah, man. Some of you ponies. That's what Sony's going to tell you, too. Look, my casino's alive more, man. What are you talking about? My theme park's more alive. We got more people up in here. And we have awesome cosmetics and events that perfectly fit into that demographic. Imagine you were out at war, right? And you were in competition maybe with this other faction, but they decided to join you. And, you know, things are getting heavy. Why would you not want more cooperation? You know what I mean? Just like more brothers in arms. That's a thing in Western society. You guys like that. But I don't know why you guys are not seeing it any other way than that. Like I said, this is about cooperation. And 600K is plenty. I don't see how that is looked down upon. Remember, that's just right now. There's no way it's not going to get to 1 million. And it can go on sale and even sell more. It'll continue to keep selling, you know what I mean? It's a game that the user base will continue to sell. And even at this point, like I said, 600K is just really good. And I scale things very well based off of the ratio percentage they're actually playing. Hey man, the percentage is higher than the Astro Bot purchase. So there's really no way of dancing around that, Pedro. So let's keep going down here. But you know, we got to do that. This guy says, doesn't matter. All these companies only care about money and maximizing profit. Well, the thing is, as soon as that happened, Helldivers 2 reaches the highest ever player count since launch. It's at 500K after Halo DLC and Xbox release. So that's all positive. Everybody's winning, everybody's having fun. Except, you know, those people over in a little corner. You know, guys, I can give it to you. Just only on PlayStation. You know, like that one guy said, even if that means letting Final Fantasy die, I would rather so it doesn't go to Xbox. I'm like, good lord. Yeah, that guy, like I said, that's a you problem. You need some help, man. I don't know if you guys remember that one guy saying, oh, like, Jesus, man. And Amora says, 1 million was the requirement, not 2 million. I mean, they hit it already. That's good enough for Sony, I'm telling you, but they're going to get 1 million. So I don't get why we're saying that as if like this was set in stone and it's never going to sell anymore after that. We still have a long ways to go here. Going down, if Xbox wants more PlayStation games, they're going to want more than 1 million. That's not necessarily true, y'all, or something like that. For a live service, that's different. Because you're going to be engaging in that after that. It's not just about the 600,000. It's about the engagement into the microtransactions and to other things in the long term. And also future IPs from them. And it says, and that's even, if even 600K is accurate, I'd wait to hear more from Sony or Arrowhead first. So it's quite obvious he doesn't want, I don't know, Pedro. He comes on my videos a lot and he's always asking me questions and replying. So now I'm replying on the camera to you, Pedro, because I know that's what you want. I'm not trying to slam you or anything. I'm just saying I noticed that you kind of wanted my attention a bit. So here we are. More, and Yada comes in here, more goalposts moving. You dudes are hurt. And Astro Bot was banger that outsold Spider-Man and God of War. It took 12 weeks to hit 12 million, combining both PC and PlayStation sales. But that's the only place it was available at. It had way more hype at launch compared to now. That's what I'm saying. They're not scaling it the correct way. That's why adding in Halo made it more spicy. PlayStation alone sold 4.8 million units in just 12 weeks, averaging 400K a week. Selling 600K weekly would surpass Sony's PlayStation sales. Yeah, but that'd be unrealistic to expect, but I get what he's saying, though. And he's like, if it keeps going, well, it's going to keep selling. There's no way this game is not hitting 1 million, I'm telling you. Guys, keep going. I hope y'all are having fun. As I said, I've played Helldivers since Helldivers 1. You know, turn up the Heat Edition, you know, all that stuff on my PlayStation. And then I did Helldivers 2 for quite some time as well. I do kind of want to join you guys. Let's see if it keeps going. You still refuse to accept reality. The Xbox user base is getting the PC ports with the Xbox Ally and the next Xbox. If Sony wants to get the money from Xbox ports, Sony has to drop them before the next Xbox. Otherwise, they can't sell them as separate titles, and Xbox gets all but Astro Bot, GT7, and Demon Souls with Steam. He has a good point by what he's saying. I know what he's meaning. That's actually true. And I told people that that's another strategy for Sony too, like making that also just hit that before it gets to the next console, because they kind of don't want any interference. It's a two-sided strategy. You got to see that too. Like, oh, you're not gonna just get all that fresh getting my games with the next Xbox. I'm gonna make that happen right now on this console right here. It's a strategy too. It's I'm just saying, just looking from the other side, if you get what I mean. Think about that type of strategy. There are already more Xbox players actively playing Helldivers 2 than PlayStation players, because they got their burnout and they moved on, and then someone will return back, but that would make more sense, as I said. So they're kind of like beefing it up big time. The concurrent max players on Steam had been steadily dropping, so the Xbox players are significantly helping keep the game running. Yeah, it's like you got your maximum thing out of the casino after a year, everything's good. You're like, damn, it's dying down to this now. And you're like, boom, bum rush store, all filled with so many people you couldn't even imagine. Why would the owner and all those people say no to that? And the negative people to theater say, hey man, if you go along with this, you get the hell out of my casino, right? Or a theme park or whatever. But you guys get what I mean. You can always apply that to that from a business standpoint, and to everybody wants to get in that casino and have fun and spend some money. Yo, I hate microtransactions in gaming, but the way they have it in that game is not too bad. I like when a developer will give me the opportunity to still play their game and be able to even earn some of that currency, even if it is kind of slow. I just feel like it's such a fair thing, like the way they set up Helldivers. I love their system. The microtransactions are not ever going to ruin the in-game content. See, I don't mind when it's optional vanity and your content is really good and you're not suffering on content because you're making the game suffer because you want to make more money off of people. Helldivers 2 was not built like that. That's one thing I like about the game, and I think that's a thing a lot of people love about Helldivers, that it's more about teamwork, synergy, and just experiencing a unique, amazing indie game that has evolved into something fantastic. Definitely compared to where it was at 1, and I can't wait to see what Team Arrowhead has next. These guys are talented, and I love seeing them getting in the spotlight like this. They deserve it. I'll make sure to tag them too. My friend loves Helldivers, but like I said, I do plan on getting back into it. So if you guys want to play, let me know. Now, continuing down here, though, Pedro replies, I'm not hurt at all. I wouldn't really say you're hurt, but you obviously, I guess, just like low-blowing Microsoft a bit. And there's a difference between Astro and the other two games. Okay, we're going to get to this. It won Game of the Year and had a much smaller budget. Oh, hold on, bro. Pedro, you're not, no. Let me tell you where you made the mistake there. Since it won Game of the Year, and Sony wasn't having that many exclusives anyways, right? Watch this. Why would it not sell more after the whole world knowing that it's the Game of the Year? It's the first Game of the Year in history to only sell that many copies, like 1.5 million ever. Dude, go look at every other Game of the Year and watch the sales, because that means the whole world wants to play it. You shouldn't have to bundle it in. It's pretty obvious it's the Game of the Year, right? You can't resist it. Get to it. That's the first game I've ever seen get that felt like that. And there's nothing wrong with that game, but I just don't think it was Game of the Year. You know what I mean? Not over Metaphor, not over Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and not even over Wukong. Though people can debate about that all day, I was like, okay, I understand, but those other games didn't have those problems. And even the fact that Jeff Keighley let Astro Bot get Direction of the Year over Final Fantasy, Metaphor, and all those other games blew my mind, because it says, what are you directing in Astro Bot? Mario already did most of that. There's no voice acting. There's no character design and personality for all those fight scenes and music for each aspect at a high degree. When you're making an RPG, right, you got to direct for like 50 hours or whatever, or 40 hours in all those aspects. And they did it at a degree where I'm like, there's no way Astro Bot is getting Direction over the year over those games. It's a slap in the face. Bullshit. They know that too. So yeah, you're supposed to be doing all that, winning all that, taking all those awards. Why are you only selling 1.5 million? Because the gaming community said they don't agree. Subconsciously. Oh man, if you're that good, then you would have just outperformed your competitor that well. That's why I feel like that was just not true. And nothing to Astro Bot. I love the game, but like I said, not Game of the Year. 13 million on PC. It will do 1.5 million. It's about 15 million profit before ports cost. I see, haven't picked you up yet, but you guys kind of get the idea here, right? What are you basing your imaginary math on? This thread goes all the way down. It gets pretty interesting, but this is something that I kind of want to highlight. He does a really good video out here. Content's a little bit dry, but I found something and I made it interesting for you guys. So yeah, Pedro, 600K is fine, and that's not finalized. It's going to hit over 1 million. It's going to get there, guys. Keep going. Prove them wrong. You know what I mean? We're doing this. Remember what I said? You passed the test. Everything is fine. And here we go with this again. Pedro, if Sony says it's good enough, who are you to say it's not? Trust me, they're going to get what they want and need, and everybody's going to win. So all in all, you know what I have to do. Pony, sit down. Let me know what you guys think about this. All right, y'all. Peace out. Have a great day. Helldivers 2 players, keep it up. Earth needs you. Peace out.